So let us jump into the session. So for all of you, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes. For known people, ABAPer who have worked and use of as you are an end user. So basic outline of ERP, I'll go a little faster. And Sudhir, you can just cope up with the PowerPoint and recording. So ERP wise, I'll explain you first. Then why we should jump into MM rather than other modules, and why MM is uh, we need to choose MM as a main basic one. So I'll explain those and contents whichever we plan to train you people in the future classes. So those table of contents also I'll display, and how a consultant works rather than an end user is the main difference. So I'll explain those also. So when it comes to ERP, ERP, everybody knows that it is an integrated information system that serves all departments within an enterprise. So there are a number of departments like manufacturing, purchasing, uh, finance, plant maintenance. So all these departments will be integrated in a single system, that is ERP. So it is a packaged software. Where it is rather than a proprietary software within written by for one customer. It is not for one customer. So it will be useful to n number of generalized mm, ERP it is. So basing on the requirement of the customer, modifications are done using the technical people. And there are some ERPs where are industrial specific also. So that is a separate stream where, for example, normal ERPs, whichever generalized ERPs, using them to those industries like, for example, advertisement industry. So ads are their material. So uh, advertisement level industrial ERPs are there. So even SAP is giving industrial level ERPs also, packages also. So ERP is integrated system. So that is a first thing. So there are different architectures of ERP like CRM, sales, planning, engineering, purchasing, finance, payroll, production. So all these come under ERP. So what is the benefit of ERP? First, we need to see. Uh, we say it as three C's. One is customer, so new market, high expectations, unique needs. And second is competition. Third is change. So to manage these three things, ERP will be a very useful tool to grow an organization faster than the other companies. So, for example, fragmentation of data and processing of data. So limitations are of legacy systems, whichever are there. So fragmentation of data, flexibility to changes, unsupportable technologies. So there are some limitations, and those limitations are continuously getting evolved in this ERP, and it is very useful to end user to integrate with all operations and with the other modules, providing optimization across all departments. So this is main key of ERPs. So uh, when it comes to different ERPs, SAP is what we are discussing. Oracle is second leading ERP where so many companies are using. Microsoft Dynamics are there. BAN is there. Uh, Oracle only, JD Edwards is there. So there are different ERPs which are available over the world. And we are now jumping into SAP. So when it comes to SAP, it is an R3 architecture. So SAP is an acronym for systems. applications and products in data processing. So this is SAP. So most of the people will call it as SAP. So it is complete abbreviation. So SAP, we need to pronounce it. So it is a general purpose platform that enables system configuration as per specific needs of each customer. For example, I am selling, I have a manufacturing industry. So my SAP system, which I take, can be configured basing on my manufacturing data. If I don't have a manufacturing unit, I have just purchase and sell. So like retail plant. I'll purchase the products, I'll sell those products. That's all. So my configurations are different. So ERP, SAP ERP can be configured basing on the specific needs of the customer. And that too, that integration of modules is there. For example, the retail industry, if we take purchase and sell. So sales module will be there, purchase module will be there. I mean MM module, which comes under purchase will comes under MM only. So MM module will be there. SD module will be there. And for taking care of the financial status, finance module will be there. So these three modules will be integrated in a retail industry. When it comes to production industry, even PP module, production planning module also gets included. And if they have excessive production and maintenance, quality will also get included, then plant maintenance will also get included. So all the integration can be done in SAP, a set of functions that implement best business practice. So when we configure the system, we will configure the system as per the requirement of the customer needs. So next, when it comes to most popular ERPs in the world, so SAP is the most popular one, found in 1972 in Waldorf, Germany. So more than 13,000. Currently, it is increased actually, and over 100 countries, 30,000 implementations. So even currently, there are implementations and installations which are running there. So more than half of the world and top 500 companies are using SAP. Why? Because when there is a change done in SAP, that exact change will be recorded at that particular time, who has done it, and from which system it is done. So the transparency of SAP is making SAP the most popular ERP. Okay. So overview, when it comes to Fortune 500 companies, 7 out of 10 companies in the world are using SAP. 9 out of 10 most profitable companies in the world are using. Uh, 7 of top 8 computer companies are using. Petroleum companies are using. Pharmaceutical companies are using. So we most of the companies are preferring SAP nowadays to move ahead. SAP market share is also increasing day by day. So why SAP means it is tightly integrated with other modules as we discussed, available worldwide in 14 different languages. Currently, languages are being added also. So there are it is so many languages are included in SAP. You can use SAP basing on your country and your region language in your regional language. For example, Chinese are there. So currently, Chinese people are using Chinese language in SAP. So SAP has the capability to transfer the data from English, which we are written in using in USA or India. When a Chinese people logged into their system, their language system will translate that to their names. So we need to maintain the data in the backend, and they can use in Chinese language, and even they can take the printouts of in purchase orders or sales orders in their language. So currently, HANA is the running uh, stream in SAP. So S4 HANA is a leading one, and there are few other Ariba. Fieri and Ariba. These are also coming as fast as HANA also. So as for HANA, currently running version 2023 and 2024 will be launching. And so these are the HANA, as per our discussion and our practice, will practice the HANA system. So limitations are, for example, when you want to shift from a legacy to fully functional SAP system. So basing on your industry level and the industry size, your transition period may change. So if you have a small industry, small scale industry, it takes around 2 to 3 months or for the implementation. And uh, if you go for a big industry like Tata or any other industries which have airlines, Airbus, it takes time from the transition period. So cost of the implementation is also high in SAP. And while doing the implementation, mapping the data to SAP is the main key part where, for example, my Oracle system, I am using an Oracle system. In my Oracle system, my material, finished material is called exit material, for example. So in SAP, if I am not mapping that finished material as an exit material, the same, if I am mapping with some other name and I am giving wrong data, then this mapping linkage will be disturbed and inaccurate data will be populated. So during implementation time, we need to take care correct mapping and sign off is taken from the customer and we are uploading the correct data. So if it is not done, then implementation may fail. Lack of resources in depth. For example, there are people who doesn't have an industrial experience uh, uh, trying to implement SAP to a new industry. But a person who is having that business knowledge experience, for example, I'm currently working as an SAP consultant, but previously I have worked in a production industry. So when I go to an industry and they talk about the shop floor and their terminology, a person who is having a business knowledge will understand better than a normal person. But we will explain you in such a way that business mapping is done with the explanation. So with SAP. So your day-to-day life and your SAP mapping is your business knowledge. So this is one thing, and there are different modules integrated here: PP, MM, SD, FI, CO. So all these modules are there. R3 architecture. Why I am calling R3 architecture means there are three layers in SAP. One is database layer, where database is stored and database management system is there. Second one is application layer. So application layer where data transfer is done to the presentation layer. So I have requested a data and the request will be going to application server, and from the application server it will go to database server. If the second person request the same data, it will take the data from the application server itself rather than going to database completely to the end. So initially R2 architecture used to be there, where the same question query which is asked by different people, it need to go search the complete database and pick up the answer. But now, as this is R3 architecture, the application layer will bypass that problem and it will store the query for some time. And if the second person asks the same query, it will display the data easily directly from the application server. So this is R3 architecture: presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. So currently in HANA, it is using HANA database only, but previously in ECC, they used to use SQL databases for storage and other databases also. In HANA, we are using HANA database. So these are the two-tier architecture where you can see presentation process and database. So my query will be going every time to the database. But when it comes to three-tier architecture, it will go to application processor. So this is how R3 architecture works. So as I told you, so SQL database, native database. So there is difference, but now currently in HANA, we are using SAP HANA database. Okay. So in SAP, there are two types of modules differentiation. One is technical, other is functional. Our MM module comes into functional module. Technical modules are ABAP and BASIS. Our functional modules are SD, MM, PP, CRM, HRM. So supply chain, all these will come under functional modules. So in the database level, where your information is stored is the instance. So 100, in that 100, my data is stored, or 200, my data is stored. Client 300, my data is stored. That instance is database storage level separation. And there is a differentiation where client independent data and client dependent data. So all transaction data which we do will come under client dependent data only. It will be particularly stored in that particular client. Client independent data means if we do in one client, it will be reflecting in the other client. So like ABAP programs, printer definitions, all these. So there are different systems. Uh, if we do any changes, you would be hearing the terminology that code is moving from development to quality, then quality to production. So there are different systems where we uh, make the changes is development system, test those changes, quality system. We will give the user to test those in pre-production systems, and then we'll move the changes to production systems. Pre-production is a not mandate one. User can test it in quality server also. So this is how SAP system flow will be there. So login fields, I have given screenshots of login fields. I'll show these directly in the SAP system itself. And now we'll come to MM. ERP level, this is the outline. Now we'll come to MM. So why I suggest MM module is material and finance are two modules where a very small industry like sawmill also can implement it. Okay. Even a small hotel can implement material and finance. Okay. As there is no production, these two modules are basic modules which are implemented by most of the small scale industries. And when it comes to MM is very relatable to your day-to-day performing activities. I'll explain you how this is. And as a brief overview, I have already explained on ERP. And when it comes to uh, procurement, what is our material management? Our requirement determination is first one, source determination, vendor, processing, PO monitoring, goods receipt, invoice, payment. And for all these, we need material. So material management is the key module in which subtopics are purchase requisition, purchase order, RFQs are available. So uh, when it comes to master data and transaction data, so now we'll see what is master data and what is transaction data in SAP MM. Master data means which we create once and we'll use it for the future transactions. For example, in your home, you want some sweets. Sweets is your master data. You will create a material as sweets. Whenever you want them, you will go to the shop and purchase them. So today you've purchased, so today is your transaction. Tomorrow, if you purchase, tomorrow is your transaction. So MM is very relatable to your day-to-day activities. Next, this master data is backbone of MM. So master data consists of reusable information. As I told you, it is reusable. And it is the central source of information for all the materials. For example, industry is there, car manufacturing industry is there. Uh, if we take example of car manufacturing industry, usually nuts and bolts, engine parts for the engine, and parts for the body, parts for the tire, and wheels, alloy wheels, if it is there, alloy wheels. So inside, if any accessory there or infotainment system, so AC. So all these are materials. So which are required for the manufacture of a complete car. So I have got an order of around 100 cars, and how would I know how much of material I need? So SAP has provided a production planning, material requirement planning, where it will calculate the required quantity basing on the uh, sale order you have received. So purchasing, sales, plant data storage, accounting, all these are there. Next is vendor master, where if you want to purchase a raw material, from whom you want to purchase is vendor master data, and to which plant, which company you are purchasing. For example, Tata is manufacturing cars. So now the raw material is required for Tata Motors. So your company code will be Tata Motors and purchase organization data. So these are all master data. Next, master data is purchase info record, source list, quotes. So purchase info record means so when a vendor is there, if I regularly purchase that material, what would be the price? So it is material, price, and vendor combination, purchase info record. And in the same way, source list and quotes are also there. Vendor based quotes are for quantities, and source list are for authorized vendors. Okay. Next is, as I told you, requirement determination, source determination, vendor selection. So these above three parts will come under master data. Order processing, order monitoring, goods receipt, invoice, payment will come under transaction data. So when it comes to purchasing, as I told you, SAP system will calculate the required quantity for the your final product manufacturing. It is material requirement planning. So how SAP system will tell you means it will create a purchase requisition, which is an internal document. Okay. It is not legal document which is provided to the vendor. It is an internal document for your understanding that this is my requirement. So we need to, there is a production planning team will be there. They will check those purchase requisition data and confirms, okay, this material is required. And then they will approve and they'll send it to the purchasing team. So then they will process that purchase requisition into purchase order. Okay. So that purchase order after approvals will be sent to a vendor, and it is the legal document which is available at our company side. So what will be the data in purchase requisition and purchase order? If you ask me, purchase requisition will not have vendor data. That vendor data can be given, but it is not mandated there. But purchase order vendor data is there from whom you wanted to purchase the material. So purchase requisition level, uh, it is an internal document only. So vendor specification is not required. Why it is not given also, I'm telling. Because person knows that this material is required, but Where this is available, he may not aware. For example, administration is there, administrative wing is there. So he wanted to get some pencils, pens, blackboards, dusters, etc. So he'll raise a purchase requisition saying that I need so and so material. So purchasing team available, whoever available are there, they have the list of regular vendors and who can supply with correct price and less price so that it will be feasible and profitable to the company. So they will approach the vendor and create a purchase order. So these are the two main differences of purchase requisition and purchase order. Then after purchase order is given to a vendor, vendor will give you the goods. He will give you the pencils and dusters, chalkboard, number of quantity which you have requested. That is called goods receipt. You will receive those goods. That is called goods receipt in SAP. So it is MM is like regular your work. So you need a book. You went to a shop. You need a book. The thought is like purchase requisition. You went to a shop and told them that I need this book, so and so, like white pages, 200 pages book. That is your purchase order. And that bookshop is your vendor. He has given you the goods so that you have received those goods. You have rechecked the goods that whether he has given 200 pages or not, white or not. That is your goods receipt. And then invoice verification. So you will cross check with your thought that, okay, whether my goods correctly there or not, then goes to payment. Okay. And you will store these books in your shelf and you will use it whenever you require. That storage is inventory management. So MM is very relatable to your day-to-day life. Whenever you require, you are taking the goods, that is goods issue, or else if someone asks you, you will give your book to someone, that is stock transfer. Okay. So SAP will store all these data with particular movement types for your understanding and remembrance and segregation. That is called inventory management. So material valuation. So every material will have a valuation, a price, right? So for example, if you are purchasing 100 pages book, it is 20 rupees, and if you are purchasing 200 pages, it is 25 or 30 rupees. So we need to know the price of the material. That price of the material will be saved in the material master data. That is called material valuation. Okay. And there is a concept called standard price and moving average price. So what is standard price and moving average price means? Um, for example, Tata car is their final product. Just a minute. Yeah, sorry, there was some lag. When it comes to standard price, Tata car is their final product. So the selling of Tata car, the price of the Tata car is decided by the company. Okay. So it is called as standard price. The raw material which is required when we are purchasing from outside, different vendors will be there and they will be supplying with different prices. For example, if I am purchasing 1,000 quantity from one vendor, he would give me for 1,000 rupees per piece. But if I am purchasing only 100 rupees, he may charge me around 1,010 rupees. So there is a difference in price. So the materials which move in and out will have this moving average price, and materials for which we have used different materials for the manufacture, and that material price will be decided company basing on the raw material usage which we have done. is standard price, like finished products. So this is standard and moving average price level uh, discussion. And we have purchased a material, right? We have given some money. So from which account we have given that money? Everybody will be having different bank accounts, HDFC, SBI, ICICI. So you have transferred this money from for raw material from ICICI. So other from SBI. So you have a clear idea that for this I need to spend money from this account. So usually people will be maintaining different accounts for savings and expenses. So every month, if some salary comes, I'll transfer some amount into some account and keep it for savings. And the second account I'll be using for my expenses. In the same way, finance also want to segregate and identify what is the expenses I have done, what is the profit I have got. So they will segregate the amount which is used and amount which is gained into separate general ledger accounts. Okay. So um, this comes under finance, but the integration uh, of and finance will be taken care by people only. So when it comes to it is not only procurement, material master data creation, and the organizational level creation, then purchase requisition, purchase order, purchase info records, source list, pricing procedures, then GRs, goods received, different movements, and then invoice. And that too, invoice also, purchase order related invoices will take care. All these come under physical inventory, all these come under material master only, material management module only. So, and most of the people in companies will segregate into different teams and they'll be working. But as a consultant, we need to know all these topics which will be taken care in these classes. So, next, there are different reports also available in the SAP module. For example, Tata Motors has manufactured 1,000 cars. They have sold it and they have got so and so profit. So how many cars I have sold? How many variants? So one is Nexon is there, other is uh, new models are there. So how many models of one type of cars I have sold? What is the profit I have got? So to segregate and know about this, there are standard reports which are available in SAP so that they can identify the profit and loss and how many orders are still there, purchase orders from raw materials which are to be taken, how many sales orders are there, how many need to be sold. My total order is 10,000. So in which 3,000 orders are already dispatched, 2,000 orders are already in under manufacturing. Rest of 5,000 orders planning is being done from the production planning team. So how would a person in a such big organization will know these details? Means these are standard reports which are available in SAP, like ME2L, list of purchase orders, stock which is available MMB, MB52. So how many are goods are received MB51? How many goods are sold? So all these are available. And when it comes to ECC and HANA, there are differences. Like there are transactions like MB01, 02, uh, uh, MB1A, MB1C. These transactions are absolute in HANA and they are available in ECC. So we'll explain you the differences between ECC and HANA also. Not much big differences, but there are differences. We'll explain you those also. Even new tables are there, mat.doc, prcd underscore elements. Uh, what is a table means? When we create a data, that data will be visible in a transaction and that data will be stored in the backend in a table. So that I will show you in the SAP system itself. There are some standard T codes which are available for creation of material master and so, and integration of modules, which I have told you, GL accounts and material master. So how my finished materials price should be taken from which GL account, those transactions should be taken to which GL account, how my raw material transaction should be taken from which GL account. So these integrations are there. We'll explain you these integration also. Uh, with PP, MRPs, material requirement planning use are there in material master. So those are comes under PP. Quality management is there, that comes under quality also. So integration is there. So as a consultant, what we need to learn is configuration is the first part, analysis, error resolution, suggestion, communication, and we'll learn the differences between ECC and HANA, mapping of the data, implementation also we'll learn, rollout, data migration, cutover, go live, hypercare. So these are the regular terminology which are used by a consultant uh, to move ahead in their role, functional specifications. So all these are available. And let me just pull into a system where we can see some transactions of SAP. So, so when you log into SAP, this is the screen, regular screen which we see in SAP. And this is the transaction bar where we'll give the transactions of the uh, required work we need to do. So what is the work we need to do? It is specified with a transaction. And there is a menu here. Okay. Standard menu is also there, user menu. And this is SAP menu. See, this is SAP menu. And all the transactions which are available, we can go here. For example, we wanted to uh, create a purchase order. Go to material management, purchasing, purchase order, create. So if we click on this create, it will take you to a page. And this page will have a transaction number. You can see in the bottom right corner, transaction number. So this is transaction number. Either you go from this way or directly you can give that transaction number ME21N. So this is the same page which you will be open in the SAP. And for example, how many transactions are there? We need to know. Uh, so that comes under SE93 transaction is there. So here I'll give star, okay, and see all results. So it will show you 100 results where MM01 create material, 02 change material, display. So all these are related to material level transactions which are available. And let me go into a material itself. First, I'll open a report, MM60. So this is a list of materials which are available in a particular plant. So I'll give the plant number as 0001 and I'll execute it. So materials which are available in this plant need to come. So as there are no materials, so these are the materials which are available. Your plants there are different plants. So let me take one material here. I'll open this material. MM03 is for display, 01 is for creation. So 2 I have given. Plant I'll take BMPL, press enter. So if you see, there are different tabs available in this material. Okay. So one tab represents one sort of data. Okay. Here, if you see basic data, basic data 1 and 2 for a material are centralized data. Why it is called centralized means Tata Motors is there. Hyderabad has a plant, and Bangalore has a plant. Chennai has a plant. Take, for example, Tata Nexon car. So the name and material number will be same in all the three plants. If there is a change in the name in one plant, it will be changed to rest of the plants also. So it is called centralized data, where basic data 1 and 2 are the centralized data. And this data is visible at transaction level. This is the transaction bar. When we give a transaction and open it, it is visible in the transaction. But this data will be stored in the backend in a table. SE16 is the transaction where we'll go to tables where the data backend is stored. I have given slash O and then transaction number. So slash O represents to keep the current window open, and I'll open a new window. If I give a slash N, it will close the current window and open a new window. So that is the only difference. So here I have given a slash O, and in the backend SE16 I have opened. MARA is the table. So material number 2 I will give, press enter, execute. So here my material number is 2. So my material type is ROH. If you go to material tab, we'll see there. So here is your material. If you go to YROH is your material type. So this data is stored in the backend table. Okay. So I'll keep them side by side so that you can understand. So this is the table level data which is stored in the backend for the same material. So here material group is BMGP. Here material group is BMGP. Next, so this basic data, gross weight, net weight are there. Below are zeros. So there is no value populated here. If you give any data here, it will get populated in this gross weight and net weight. So every data which you enter in the transaction will be stored in the backend data table. And this table, now you can see it as gross weight. Here also gross weight. But actual technical name will be different for this gross weight. So let me go to the technical names also. See here, material type we have seen as YROH, previously material type. Now the technical name is MTART. Why I am explaining this is a consultant need to know backend which field this is stored so that we can give the data to a technical person and extract the required data into a custom report. So these are called functional specifications, which are very useful in development of custom reports and custom transactions. So this is about material. This is purchasing. So purchasing view is there. If this material is purchased outside, this purchasing view will be used. And if it is sales, then sales view will be there. Plant data storage is where this material is stored. What is the storage bin? What is the temperature condition? What is the storage period? Storage data. So purchasing data will be a plant data storage. This storage data will be saved in MARD table. This is centralized data will be stored in MARA. So when it goes to storage level data, MARD is the uh, table. So I'll give the material number as 2, plant as BMPL, LGORT storage location B001, execute. So this is storage level data which is available. So MARD is storage table, accounting MVKE, MBEW is for accounting. So MVKE is for sales. MARC is for MRP and purchasing. So there are different tables for each view in a for the metal master. In the same way, when we require, you can see now the usage of /n and /o. Now I'll go to purchase odd requisition /n NE 53N. So my old tab will be closed, and in the same tab, your purchase requisition data is opened here. Okay. So this is how /o and /n works. Okay. So this is purchase requisition level transaction. This is stored in backend table as EBAN table. So we'll explain each transaction and backend table data, how it is stored. And if you want to extract, how the functional specifications need to be given. And the main consultant level questionnaires, like what is the material master length? So it is 40 characters in HANA, 18 characters in ECC. But that to 40 characters, there is a limitation. If it is numeric, you cannot use all the 40 characters as the material length. What is material length means MM03. If we go and if we give the plant BMPL, now your material length here is 2, single. Okay. So here, if we go into this field and check the length of this field, you can give up to 40 characters in this material number. Okay. So that 40 character limitation is for alphanumeric only. A consultant will definitely know this. If it is numeric, then we can give only 18 characters. And one more thing, as a consultant, for example, there are some fields like serial number data or any other data like material group. So why this field exists here itself in this view? Why it is not existing in other view? So that also we need to know so that we can identify the issue easily, error identification, and how we rectify also. And when we when we are doing implementation, how all this data need to be mapped. For example, material group. How I will differentiate these materials into material group. ROH is there. For example, manufacturing, construction industry is there. There are different raw materials like sand, iron, cement. So my material groups will be different, like cement, sand, and iron. But all these come under raw materials. This material group is differentiation is based on the commodity or usage which we do. So how this is mapped as an implementation consultant, and how the implementation process works, all the steps of implementation. After the implementation, hypercare period will be there. What is hypercare? And what are the tools we use to extract data, like queries? What are the tools we upload the data, like BAPI, BDCs, and LSMWs? So All these will take care uh, in the classes. And when it comes to table of contents, so what is ERP, which I have explained, and S4 HANA I'll explain. Next, types of SAP projects, project methodologies, roles and responsibilities of consultant. Enterprise structure, this comes under configuration. Master data, so different types of master data will explain you. Procurement cycle, complete end-to-end P2P cycle will explain, like purchase requisition to invoice verification. Next, document type. When we are explaining about purchase order only, what are the document types which are required? What are the release strategies? And stock transport order, contract, pricing procedure, inventory management, batch management, serial management, physical inventory. Physical inventory is like in your SAP, you have a stock of 100, but you have physically counted it and you are getting one at one. So some are the other adjustment need to be made. And on a regular basis, you need to check that data. That is physical inventory. Uh, Valuation and accounting determination, special procurements like uh, consignment pipelines, all these are explained. Output management, uh, vendor subrevenue, split valuation, LS&Ws, integrations, standard reports, interview questions, along with implementation. So all these are the topics which we are planning to explain here. And to become a consultant, so, uh, how a consultant respond to a incident which is raised by the end user, and how analysis is done, how resolution is done, what would be the SLAs, and how we'll interact with the customer or basing on the query he has raised. So these are all topics we are going to cover in this training. Yeah. This is about MM and topic which we are going to cover, outline of ERP. So if anybody have any queries, you can raise your queries so that we are open to answer those.
Any questions? Hello?
It's a very good presentation, strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very
Thank
much
you.
interested. Yes.
Anything SAP, maybe 5-10 minutes, is it possible? 5 minutes wrong to show in a small scenario. Is it possible in the session?
You want me to show a material master and creation of purchase
No,
requisitions?
just to maybe in 5 minutes.
Yes, 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 sure. So let us go to SAP. So standard reports I am using here to extract the data, and then creation of a purchase order. So let me deep dive into this. So this is the material which is there. Let us create a purchase order for this material, or else we'll do some changes for the material and we'll see how it will reflect. For example, MM02, I'm giving this material here, press enter, drop down. So in which plant it is available in two plants, BVPL and BMPL. So in which plant I wanted to make some changes, I'll select this. I'll go inside. But here, if I change a data in basic data 1 and 2, the same data will reflect in two plants, both the plants also. So I will not change anything here. So in the purchasing, I'll give different GR processing time. For example, 2 days. We can take it as 2 days, save it. So the data which we have given will be saved here in the material, and it will be updated in the backend table MARC. So using this material, we'll create a purchase uh, order. So here, item overview. Here I have given the material. So if you press enter, SAP will direct you uh, to give the required data. Okay. So here, why I am opening this means. So this is the example purchase order which is there. So organization data, the same data we are using there. Or else we can copy all this data in a single go and then create a purchase order. So here VMPO. This is my purchase organization I have given. It is asking about purchase group. So purchase group, I'll drop down and take a purchase group. So what is the company code which I am doing? BMTC. So here vendor is 0001 is the vendor. So what is the plant? It is asking about plant. There are two plants. So BMPL is the plant which we are taking. BMPL. Next quantity. What is the quantity you required? So you can see at the bottom left, if you press enter, the next step, it will be guided by SAP itself. 10 quantity is required. So this is how we'll create a purchase order. Can delivery date be met? We'll save. Okay. So your new purchase order number is 46000391. Okay. So we can see this purchase order here again in ME23N. Click enter and see the data, how it is populated. If you want to make some changes, you can click here and do the changes which are required. For example, now I want 100 quantity, not 10 quantity. So I'll make this into 100 pieces. Press enter and save it. So I want the delivery date to come ahead. So press edit. Delivery date not 11/12. I wish to get it delivered by 30/12. So my delivery date is 30/12. So here I'll save it. And that too, one more thing is there. If it is 100 coin, so it is 100 quantity. I wish to get the 10 quantity today only, 11/12. 10 quantity after 10 days. So delivery schedule is there. Here I can provide uh, staggered deliveries basing on my requirement. So this is my final delivery. So I'll edit here 11 dot all dot 2025. Here my quantity is 10 only. Next 90 quantity I wish to get it on 30th. So staggered delivery also possible because nobody can supply the total material in a single day or on a single go. So even staggered, these are the standard practices which are required by a industry, and we need to be in a position as a consultant to do all this. So this is staggered delivery, and where the tax code is given, how tax is calculated. So in the invoice tab, if you go here, the tax code will be there. So basing on the tax code, 15%, 28%, CGST, IGST, who is the vendor. Here we'll give the tax code. And any other pricing conditions are there. For example, discounts are there. So you can add those discounts also here. Discount percentage, how much is the percentage discount? So it will be asked the percentage, 10 percentage. If you press enter, so it is calculating the net value to 18 instead of 20. Previously, it used to be 20. System is calculating to 18. So this is how we'll map everything in the SAP system, and we'll save those purchase orders. And if GRN is required for this material, we need to go to Migo transaction slash o Migo, give your purchase order here, press enter. It will give you the data 100 quantity. So item okay, check, posting only possible 104. So posting period, this is a standard error. Let me location. Now the error is location. Storage location. I will check the storage location. 0001. Check. Okay. See here, for the same material, I'll open the stock also. BMPL. If I execute, in storage location 510 is there here. So now I'll go here, check and post. This means I have received the goods. This is the confirmation which I am giving to the vendor. Uh, there is some profit center error. So if this profit center error is cleared, then here in the 510, along with 510, 100 is 100 quantity will be increased. So this is how a cycle will be done. We'll create our own company code, uh, plants, different plants, and then from that plants, in the plants, different types of materials. We'll use those materials only for goods received, goods issue, all the things. So this is a complete cycle: material creation, purchase requisition, purchase order, GRN, and then invoice to that GRN. So anybody wanted to ask me on any queries, you can ask.
Hi. Yeah. Thank you for your presentation.
Yes,
And just now you showed how to create a purchase order, right? So
yes,
these used by an end user, right?
yes.
So whatever the data saved in the
Uh,
system,
yes.
so that will be saved by consultant, right? Like,
No,
uh,
consultant will never do any transaction in the SAP system. He is there to just clear the errors. End
okay, yeah,
user
yeah.
will save the purchase order, and he will, if
Mm,
there is any error. Now profit center error came while doing GRN. So he'll raise an incident that profit center is coming for this material. So as a consultant, profit center will be saved in the plant data storage too, and we'll check that particular profit center. And if there are any requirement, we'll check with finance, correct that profit center, and we'll allow that GRN to be done.
okay, yeah. Uh,
So,
so no, the this I meant to say the data
hmm,
already saved in the system. Like, so we as a consultant, we put all the details, right? Like, we mapped and we create all the things, right? So by that, he can be able to create purchase order, and he can pull out the information, uh, or
yes.
he's the one who uh, uh, like create all the details, like he put all the vendor details and
Hmm.
the the
As a
stock details.
consultant, so
Mm.
what happens is purchase document type which he wanted to select, that is created by us. Purchase order
Okay, yeah,
number will be decided by us as a consultant, as in the number ranges.
correct.
Okay. Tax percentages in the back end, which are
Yeah,
configurations and condition types. These are maintained by
correct.
consultants. So these data in the configurations and all these creation will be explained in this. What is the configuration? How we'll create new document types, and when will be the requirement of new document types? How in an implementation we'll suggest that there is a requirement of new document type. So all these will be explained as a consultant.
Okay. So this all the vendor details will be like
Vendor
will
details will
be
be taken care by
taken care
finance,
by end user, right?
not end user. Finance, it is end user only, but
Yeah.
finance.
Yeah, they will put all the details, right?
Yes,
Vendor
yes.
detail, like
Vendor details will be put by them, but
put by them.
vendor
Yeah.
grouping details, whichever are there, whether it is a domestic vendor, import vendor. So these groupings will be done from a consultant.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That
So all
vendor
the
number
names and
also 1110 came.
yeah, yeah, that
So
number. Yeah, that
that
number
number
created by
ranges
us
will be done by consultant.
consultant. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So how long this course will be? Like, um, can you just tell me about this?
Basing on the availability, whether it is weekend or weekdays, so we need to plan around, it takes 45 to 50 classes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so, um, uh, Basing on the availability, if it is weekdays, it will take less time. If it is weekends, then it will take time.
How about weekdays? So it will be 5 days in a week.
Four, not the
4 days.
5 days, four will be there,
Okay.
because less the stuff 3 days. If even though if I've been explaining you 5 days of data, that you need also some time to practice it.
Mm.
You need to
Mm-hmm.
spend both quality family time also and practice time also. So
Correct.
uh,
Because
3 days will
our
be better
observation,
option.
yeah, because our observation also, 1 hour of teaching of us is a lot of time required for you people to practice. This is what
Yeah.
my observation also of so many years as a trainer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Practice is important. Yeah.
Because see, we will do it every day, but you miss the
Yeah.
fact.
Mm.
By
Correct. Correct.
chance, unless you are completely free of only on this thing, nothing doing anything.
Mm.
Even that
So
also not so easy.
you are working as an end user. So already you have
Yeah.
created purchase order for some n number of times. So if I ask
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
a field, so where the tax is available, where the condition is available, where purchase organization is available, you will be able to tell those details. In the same
Yeah.
way, as a consultant, you need to know the details of material master also, and
Mm-hmm.
purchase requisition also, and GR
Mm-hmm.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So, so 1.5 hour daily.
So if weekdays daily means it will be 1 hour. If it is
Okay, one
weekends,
hour.
then we'll extend the class to 1.5 or 2 days. So,
Maybe if possible, better is weekdays,
hmm,
not more than 3 days, because all of you are working, yours is
hmm,
also working. So
yes.
maybe 3 days weekly, and 1 day you can keep for weekend, good number of long hours if possible. Maybe two to
That
three
that
hours.
that will be suggested.
2 to 3 hours if
Oh, okay.
possible, better somehow, because it's all this is online, and definitely not so many people I'm expecting in the class, maybe few people only. So
Hmm.
accordingly you can plan. And
Yes.
anyway we are giving the recording sessions as well. If someone is missing also, I mean,
Hmm.
that facility also will be there.
Yeah.
So we can use best use of it. And my suggestion is to finish maybe not more than maximum 1.5 months, 2 months, these trainings. Because I have
Yeah.
seen even my batch is also, to tell you very frankly, it's taking a lot of time than the what I planned. But now I'm realizing it's not good to go more number of days, months. People will lose
Yeah.
that flow,
Correct.
right?
If it is
Because this
1 month
learning,
or 1.5 month will be
good,
good, I think.
good.
Yeah.
Somehow we have to manage that hours together, planner, I mean, you and the trainer. Then we should finish and move on, because this learning is never ending, right? So unless we get into the hands-on and practice, so this will be, we'll be going on teaching, we'll be going on learning. It will be
Yeah,
forever. It's all ocean. Every model is
we need a
ocean.
real-time project. Yeah.
It's ocean. Everything is ocean. Lot of
Ocean.
things we learn on the job, especially. Even then, you
Mm.
do lot of, we teach, but when you practice more, you get lot of things. So my
Mm.
suggestion is finish as soon as possible, and then get into the scenario-wise practice.
Yeah.
So that will help the effective of the training what we have learned.
Mm.
That is the
Correct.
plan. Better. Okay. Yeah. Any other
Right.
questions? So server access, I'll provide 3 months. Latest 2023 S4 HANA. 24 not yet came into the general market. I mean outside to from
Oh,
the
okay.
vendors, because I also purchase from the vendors the servers. I don't maintain a server.
Mm.
So I'll purchase and I'll give it to you people.
Okay.
Individual
So,
ladies.
maybe you will be explaining the difference between ECC and S4 HANA. So just a quick, like brief overview. What is the difference? Like ECC, is there also a tool like HANA?
Yeah, it is an updated version actually, because ECC is a previous version. HANA is an
Oh,
updated
okay.
version.
Oh,
So the changes whichever are there, those will explain.
okay. So nowadays all are using HANA only, right?
ECC, currently
No, it's
ECC also used there.
oh,
Yes.
Yeah, currently majority are still on ECC, so they are in the phase of migration to S4 HANA, S4 HANA.
okay,
Okay, and S4 HANA again it comes in the three versions. So one is S4 HANA on-premises, S4
uh-huh,
HANA cloud, and S4 HANA private cloud, public cloud and private cloud. These are the
okay.
three options to the client for the
So what
migration.
we'll be learning?
So whatever you are learning, right, especially the functional point of view, not a major change you see it. Especially technical point of view, there's a lot of changes from S4 HANA and ECC point of view. But
Okay,
functional point of view, because development of platforms and a lot of things change in the ABAP point of view, technical point of view.
okay, okay.
Whereas functional point of view, you see the same purchase orders, same sales orders, same
Yeah.
things only, purchase equation.
In all, in all, in
In
all
all,
streams,
and maybe,
ECC, HANA.
and on S4 HANA on premises, you have the option of GUI. People use the GUI and
Mm.
apps, Fury apps as well.
Fury apps. Okay.
Fury apps as well. Fury apps is used both in the S4 HANA on premises, S4 HANA private cloud as well. Only GUI will be not be using, I mean, only apps is using in the S4 HANA public cloud. Their GUI will not work. Our ME, all whatever the T codes based on the GUI will not work in the public cloud. Public cloud.
Okay.
So there they use only the apps only.
Okay.
But all business, everything is same only. Business process, all
Okay.
these things. Maybe some tables
Okay.
are changed, some table fields are changed in the S4 HANA. For example, if you take materials data in ECC system, only 20 characters, it was the size 18 characters. Now they made it
Okay.
in the S4 HANA system 40 characters.
Okay. The options are more.
The table structures are not changed, the table's technical point of view.
Okay.
That is the thing.
Mm-hmm. But all the basics are same, right? Or like,
100% same.
hmm.
100% same. Slightly maybe here and or there, maybe some
Okay.
new things has come in the S4 HANA point of view. But functions, of course, is very minimal, I can say,
Menu.
because as a ABAP,
So
I know.
yeah. So mostly we'll be doing functional only. So
Because you're
nothing
in
to worry.
functional. Nothing to
Yeah.
worry. Even
Okay.
if you
Okay.
want to join any of my ABAP classes also, you can join for what you need for the SAP functional point of view as well.
Okay.
So
Oh,
those
okay.
will be the weekends batches will be going on. You can join off those of any batches.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Thanks. All. Any question?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just I'll let you know. I'll message you.
Yeah. Yes.
So next, then you will be telling us like
Yes. Yes. Yes.
the
Yes.
class
Yes. Yes.
daily
Yes. Yes.
routine. Okay.
Yes. Yes. The Zoom only will conduct the sessions.
Okay.
We'll conduct the sessions with Zoom only.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you all.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Talking. Okay. Thanks, Ram. Thanks, Purushottam.